Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to Snowrunner. We got some new mods today and we got an update, we got a patch. And first thing we're going to do is we're going to go over this patch. It was like a 13 gigabyte patch, I think. So, the patch notes. For Xbox One only, fixed bug where the title entered an indefinite unresponsive state after changing user in the mod browser, and removed guides option on console on browser. So this is patch 11.1 for Xbox and 11.2 for PS4 and PC. So PS4 and PC, their patch notes are general. Fixed the bug where trucks that were placed on a Big Salmon Peak disappeared after an update. Unfortunately, it is not possible to restore lost vehicles, only prevent the issue from happening again. Fixed the bug with different cabins counter in description and tracking section. Mods. Fix an issue with negative balance resulting from players selling a specific add-on equipped on a specific truck mod. Any negative balance is switched to positive in this update. Fix the bug where it was not possible to download a missing map mod in co-op. Fix the bug where once the mod was deleted from console mods, a missing mod warning message kept appearing on the game save loading screen. Fix the bug where the failed to connect to mod.io message pops up every couple of seconds when using a mod browser in offline mode. Disabled achievements for co-op sessions that have mods activated. Fixed the bug where players could be unsubscribed from a mod without approval. Fixed the bug where console mods which obtained the not approved status remain subscribed and could not be deleted. Now, there's some kind of interesting things here. For example, someone asked on the forum about the memory bug or glitch, and Jellyfoosh, the moderator for the forum, says this is not a bug. Consoles have more limited memory than on PC, and having too many mods installed at once can lead to issues, so I advise reducing it. Maps are more likely to run over this memory budget. The team is working on improving the process and limiting mods that have too much of an impact on this. Now, I guess what will happen is if you have too many mods going at once, you'll get a warning message appear on the screen saying that you have gone over your memory, and to shut off or uninstall or unsubscribe to those mods. Now, with that being said, there's been a lot of people, including Jeremy G Gaming, which is a moderator in my Discord and a fellow YouTuber, who is having an issue where it won't let him install any new mods. No matter what, it's saying he doesn't have enough memory and it just won't want to do it. And he's also completely lost mods that he had that he unsubscribed to or shut off that he can't access again. Now, I haven't had that issue. I got on today and I was able to download all the new mods. I didn't lose any of my old mods. I shut off mods. I turned them back on, and I'm really not having an issue. And as you can see, these 3 vehicles right here are 3 of the new mods that we're going to be looking at today in this video. So now that we got the whole patch thing out of the way, let's go into the garage and let's take a look at these and their upgrades. Alright, so the first 2 that we have to look at are scouts. We have the 110, which is called the 110, and we have the Last Raider by Zidon. Zidon, however you pronounce it, I apologize if I screw it up. So we'll take a look at the 110 first. Okay, so I'm not gonna lie, it's an ugly little truck. I don't know what this is supposed to be in real life, if this is what it looks like or not, but yeah, it's a pretty ugly looking thing. And guys, I'm gonna warn you that these mod reviews aren't all about, you know, praising every mod that we get, you know. And in this video, there's definitely going to be some criticisms. Now, again, don't think that I'm like bashing the mod. I'm just calling it like I see it, and I'm just telling the truth on this. I don't want, you know, anybody to think that I'm like bad mouthing a mod or anything like that, but I'm just going to call it like I see it. So, customizations for this. We have 3 different engines, 2.5 liter crawler tuned, 2.5 liter factory, and a tuned 2.5 liter. So we'll put that one in there. Gearbox. Actually, you know what? We don't have to put any of these in here because I already have these already set up out on the map. So I just want to go through and show you guys. So the gearbox, we have the factory, the grabber, and the yeet box. And they don't really tell you anything about them. So now this is kind of weird. Especially we have a 2-inch, a 4-inch, a 6-inch, and a 6-inch. Now I'm not quite sure what that's about. But I mean, that 6 inches higher, so I don't really know. We're going to put that one on just for the case of tires. Now, I'm not using this one on the one I have on the map. So you should go up to 55-inch tires on this, which they're pretty big for this size vehicle. And let me go through. I believe on this one, there's no chained tires, so I don't think this would be a very good vehicle to bring out in any of the snowy regions. Yeah. Yep, no chained ones. And as you can see, these ones are only good for on-road, off-road, and mud, so. Winch we have all the time, and factory winch. Diff lock, you have to buy it. You have to buy the engageable. Snorkel, you have cage snorkel and truck snorkel. Visuals, rear bumpers, and it doesn't go to it. You actually have to spin the camera around. And I don't see, like, I mean, I guess that's a bumper. It doesn't look like a bumper to me, but frame add-ons. So we have this EXO cage, rock sliders. Oh, okay. Door steps are what they're calling rock sliders, and you have a drop hitch right there, which, as you can see, front bumper puts a bumper on it. We have Defender factory wheels, Yeah Buddies methods, and Pro Steel wheels. Colors, nothing real fancy in the colors. Okay, so let's move on to the next one, shall we? Another kind of strange looking one, and again, guys, this is one that's going to be criticized a little bit later on. I'll show you why. Engine, we have a 4-cylinder, an inline 6, and 2 V8s. That's crazy to put a V8 in that, right? Gearbox, we have stock, highway, off-road, highway special, and off-road special. Suspension, we have soft crawler 1, soft crawler 2, soft crawler, stock, raised, and ultimate. This has chain tires. I'm not going to go through all the tires because, again, it takes forever. The reason I did with the last one is just to show you guys that it didn't have chains. And look at that. That looks not good at all. I mean, the tires are clipping right through the fender on that. And it's telling me I can put these on. So that's concerning. Winch, we have stock scout, extended scout, advanced, autonomous, and high powered. Spare wheel, just a ton of spare wheels, and they just basically look different. They can match whatever wheel you're actually using at the moment, I guess. Diff lock, engageable, snorkel, tall front facing, and the round cap. Frame add-ons. So we have LR Fuel 1, LR Roof Rack 1, Roof Rack Fuel, Roof Rack Wheels, Roof Rack, Small Roof Rack. Miscellaneous, we got a roof ladder. For the rooftop, we have roof fog lights. Front bumper, we have protector and snorkel. Protector and snorkel 2. And winch. Rims, we have the OS Rims 1 and OS Rims 2. Color. Again, kind of had this like this dirty, like old finish look to it, which I kind of like that. And I went with that color because that looks really cool, that two-tone. But I kind of like how it's got a little bit of like body rot on it like that. Okay, so let's take a look at the last one. Now I think that's under off-road. Yeah, right here, the International Paystar 5070. So basically, this is pretty much like the base version one. High range and off-road suspension. We got raised. Then also we got up to 53-inch. Or actually, do they get bigger than that? Let me just see real quick here. I say I don't want to spend too much time on the tires because this does take forever. Nope, 53 inches, the biggest you got. And you have all the way up to chain tires as well. Which, you know, I mean, it's pretty much basically just kind of what we have in the game. Now, this is something I don't really understand because it says engageable. But yet there's another engageable that you can pay for, so I really don't know what the difference is. Spare wheel. We have the kind of that big one there. We have that one there. And I don't know what this one is, the second one. It doesn't look any different. Snorkel. Short round cap. Intake and twin wedge. Again, like I don't understand what this is. Like they're the exact same thing. I don't know why they're in here twice. I feel that's probably something that the modder may have messed up and did that, but frame add-ons, nothing special except for the added roof rack there, which that's pretty cool. Rear bumper, again, stock wheel fenders. Like I can't see a difference, so I don't know. Front side, chrome cap, sun visor, again, doubles. It's the same exact thing, and then angled with the beacons. So I don't know, guys. Raised beacon, two raised beacons, identical. Caged, chrome. Two chrome, you know. I mean, we get that twice. Triple horn. Oh man, I don't know. External horns twice. I don't quite get it, but. Then we have front bumper, winch pipe, heavy duty, stock protector, hinged, heavy duty pipe, slanted, pipe welded, stock, and again, two stock that are identical. Miscellaneous, cabin protector, that's identical. I don't know, I don't understand. Flap cap, heat shielded, stock, muzzle. No, two stock again. I don't quite understand that. And the muzzle. Rims, again, I'm not too concerned about rims on these because these are, you know, not like custom rims or anything like that. They're just truck rims. Color, all your standard colors. Then once we get down here, we have some kind of like two tones here with a little accent stripe. Okay, so there you have it, guys. Now we're going to go out into the map and we're going to test these things out. Okay, so the first one I'm going to get out of the way is this lacerator right here. I haven't actually taken this on the map yet and tested it, but there, so when we go in, I'm just going to show you guys, like, the dashboard looks horrible. I'm sorry, like, I don't mean, you know, I'm not a modder. I'm not trying to say that I can do better or anything like that. I'm just saying that that really looks awful. You know, the whole interior is kind of meh, you know, not up to par from what we're used to with this game. And I don't think the mirrors work So we'll start it up, and no, the mirrors definitely do not work. So we'll go outside view. All-wheel drive all the time. And let's see if this is at least functioning. You know, because it's not impressive to look at. Oh, and the steering is a little bit all over the place. So let's take it to the swamp. Okay, so this is definitely a vehicle that you want to put in diff lock when you get in any kind of mud situation, because it doesn't seem like the 4x4 alone will help it. Or all-wheel drive, I mean, pardon me. Okay, let's... take it through this big mud hole here. Whoops. Underwater already. Okay, so it's not handling that too bad. And like I say, guys, like, yeah, you know, I hate to be nitpicky, but that's just really awful. But we'll just stay out of that view for now. We'll just kind of ignore that, make it like that never happened, if that's okay with you guys. So now, you guys pretty much know how I feel about these smaller scout vehicles, you know. I haven't really found any that impress me too much. None of them really do as good of a job as some of the other scout vehicles. But this isn't handling too bad, I would say. Of course, the big mud is always the big test. But again, I don't really know if that's fair, because even that Yukon, which I had pointed out to me that the Yukon has some pretty thick mud, I still don't feel it's anywhere close to the mud on this map. I mean, pretty much everything I bring through there, it stops. And I'm pretty sure in the Yukon, I haven't experienced that yet. I will say, driving this thing is a bit challenging. It kind of wants to go wherever it wants to go. Okay, so let's put it in diff lock now. A little better, not a lot, but it's definitely getting the job done. It's getting through it, so. This may need a little bit of help. Kind of avoid that big mud puddle because I don't want to take too long on these. Let's put it back in auto and see how it does, because it wasn't really doing too bad in auto with all-wheel drive. So, yeah, guys, I don't really know what to say about if you're having the issues with the mods, because, like I say, I know that a lot of people are having problems with them. You know, they won't load any mods in now, and they're losing the mods that they've had, and they can't get them back. So, let's see how it does with this here, with the speed bumps, as I like to call them. So now, I mean, the outside of this thing doesn't look horrible. It's just ugly. You know, and like I said, I don't know what this is supposed to be, but whatever it's supposed to be, you know, it probably looks this way in real life. It's just the interior was definitely left out of, and it handled that pretty good. Now, before I take you through any mud, let me see how it does as a rock crawler. See if we can get it up here. Okay, so that's a little impressive. That's a little impressive. I didn't even put it in low gear, and yeah, she walked right up there pretty easily. Not too bad. Not too bad at all. You know, so I'm okay with it not looking good as long as it performs well. And so far, I'm not hating it. It's probably not something I would use just because I'm not really fond of these really small scout vehicles anyway, but this is definitely not the worst scout vehicle I've ever used in this kind of size range. So I'm gonna get down off these rocks, and then we'll head over to the mud and get this thing stuck good and move on to the next mod. Okay, so last test for the little guy, and we're kind of getting it stuck before we even get to the thick mud, so I don't have high hopes that is going to get through that mud at all. Because, I mean, the mud is over there, the really thick stuff, and we're in low plus, we got diff lock on, and it's struggling. But we got to at least test it to find out. And I mean, oh, it's bogging down so much right there, it's not even funny. And I'm not even in the thick stuff yet. This ain't gonna go well. Yeah, I pretty much figured this was gonna happen. At this point, I just kind of do this as a reference. I mean, if something can get out of this mud, then that's amazing. But I don't have a lot of hopes for any of these vehicles with this mud, honestly. But in my opinion, although this thing isn't the coolest looking, and you definitely don't want to be in the interior camera of this because it just looks all kinds of bad. Other than that, it's really not that bad of a little scout vehicle, I don't think. It seems pretty capable. So let's go take a look. This is the 110. Now, my issue with this one is that the tires look flat. The tires are clipping into the ground on this one. Again, it's just an observation. It's not like a game-breaking bug or anything like that. But yeah, it just, you know, you can see that. I will say the interior on this one looks a lot better than the last one. Still, the textures aren't fantastic. You know, not compared to some of the other mods that we've seen, but definitely not too bad. So let's start it up. I mean, the radio looks a little blurry, not very like high def looking at all, but so yeah, as you can see, the tires just kind of they clip right into the ground on this. So first test, take it to the swamp like we do. And now right away with this one, it's performing a lot better. I don't have to put the diff lock on to get through this. It's getting through it pretty decently with just all-wheel drive on. And now let's see how this does with the rocks. This is a pretty steep climb right here. But again, it climbed right up it. Not much of a problem. And remember, this isn't... Oh, that ain't good. And also remember, this isn't the biggest suspension you can get either. Okay, you know what? I'm not going to waste time on that. Let's just reset it. Alright, because you can't recover on this match to the garage, I went and I just bought another one. And what I did this time was, I actually put the largest 6-inch suspension on it and 55-inch tires to see if that would make a difference. And honestly, this thing is super tippy with these tires on it now. Like, just taking it out of the garage, I tipped it over. So, it's pretty tippy with these big tires on it. But when I was doing the rock crawling, that was my fault. That wasn't the truck's fault. When I first checked this thing out, it's pretty capable as a rock crawler. It was going through that stuff pretty easily. So now again, I'm just in 4x4. I don't have diff lock on or anything like that. We're in auto. And again, I feel like this this steers much like the last one. It's kind of hard to control, actually. But with this raised suspension and these bigger tires, it's going through the stuff pretty easily. Let's take a look in cab here. Which, okay, so the mirrors don't work on this one either. The mirrors are just kind of see-through. Yeah. Like I say, just observations, guys. I'm not bashing anything or anything like that. Don't think that. I'm just making observations. Alright, so let's take this through the speed bumps. Wow, this... Wow. That's crazy. That is crazy. The suspension on this is just maybe a little too bouncy. Or these tires are, one of the two, I don't know. You just have to be careful with your throttle here. Just don't want to go gunning it. Okay, so we already checked the rocks out. We checked the like the normal mud, kind of like what I'll call it. So all we have to do is go through the really deep stuff. And you got to be careful on your turns too, man, because this thing will go. Tip right over. Now this don't have low high or low minus. This just got low, so we'll do that and we'll put the diff lock on and see what this thing does. It's just really thick mud. So this is where our other one got stuck. Alright, so you know what? Color me impressed. This thing is actually going through this really thick mud pretty good. I mean, it's moving along pretty good through this stuff. I'm impressed. I am impressed. So again, this thing isn't the prettiest looking vehicle. I mean, it's just ugly. It has nothing to do with the mod. It's just whatever truck this is based off of. It's just a very ugly truck. Let's see if we can't get out of here. Let's see if we can't pull this one out. Oh man, yeah. That one was having a hard time getting through this stuff, and this one is actually pulling that one through here. And I'm an auto. I don't have the diff lock or anything like that, so I would say this is a pretty decent little scout vehicle. I think we finally found one. Finally found a smaller scout vehicle that's actually worth it. Yeah. The 110. Okay, so that's pretty impressive. I'm actually impressed by this little thing. Like I said, it doesn't look good. It's ugly. It looks like a box on wheels, but yep, pretty darn good. All right, so let's move on to the last one. All right, so here it is, International Paystar 5070. Now, you can clearly see what I'm talking about with this one, like the leather or the vinyl seats, whatever these are. Like, you can see the stress cracks. You can see a lot more detail on the dashboard. I mean, you can see how the glass on the panel is kind of dirty. You can see the swirls. So this is obviously done a lot better. You know, the mirrors are working. Yeah, everything looks really good on this one, so let's fire it up. So, you know, like, I don't normally really feel like I need to really show off these ones because they're basically just the vanilla game ones. I don't feel that they've added too much to this one, but we will check it out. On four-wheel drive, and we'll bring it through the swamp. I'm not expecting this thing to have too much problems going through the swamp anyway, just because of the size of it. Yeah, it's not having really any issues. Now, I know it may seem boring that I take all these vehicles through the same way, but, you know, for testing purposes, that's really the best way to do it. It's slowing it down a little bit, so let's put it in low plus and lock the differential. We get to check out the lights on this beast. So guys, while I'm doing this, stay tuned because I'm going to be doing a video of things that I would like to see possibly in the next Snowrunner game, if they do another Snowrunner game. Features I would like to see added. I would like to see maybe something's changed or done better. So if you want, if you've watched the video this far, drop in the comments and let me know what you would like to see maybe changed with the game, maybe some things that they could do better. Let me know some things you'd like to see added. And the only thing I ask is, like, you know, not say things like obvious, like well, I want multiplayer, the co-op to be better, or, you know, I want less bugs. I mean, obviously, those are all things that we all want in games. Like, none of us want bugs in games. I'm talking about actual features, things that they can improve on that are in the game, things that they can add, stuff like that. So just drop those in the comments, or you guys can always join my Discord and you can let me know there. I put a link to my Discord in the description of all my videos. Let's take a look at the in-cab. So this is pretty much going as expected. For a truck like this, it's doing its job. And in all honesty, I enjoy the fact that a lot of these vehicles, they just give you like added options, but they're not super OP. Like, they don't just pull right through that heavy stuff, you know, super easy and make the game unchallenging. Yep, definitely want to do that. So I don't feel like I really need to take this over the speed bumps. There's not a lot of testing that I'm really going to do with this. If you guys want to go rock crawling with it, then that is completely up to you, and you can do whatever you want. But we are going to get to the heavy mode and see how this does with that. Put it in low, high, lock the diff, and see what happens. Alright, so it's slowing it down, but let's put it in low. So that little Scout, the 110, is definitely going through this a lot better than this one is. Look how that wheel is throwing water. It's throwing water up over the wheels like that. That's cool. I like that. So I wouldn't say this is performing really bad. It hasn't stopped it, which is really important. Obviously, it's not going through this mud quickly, but it is getting through it, and that's what's important. Now, the question is, would it get through this if it had a trailer connected? Well, I don't know, but whoa, what is up with my guy? He was kind of just like, being all kinds of jittery or something there. Looks like he had a little too much caffeine. Hope he's alright. We got a lot of work we got to do. So let's see here. Where's the, no? Okay, I think we're coming out of it. Come on. It wants to come out of it. It wants to. It's trying. Come on, you can do it. So while we're waiting for this to climb out, I will also say that the first Canada map is back. I've heard a lot of people saying that it's still very buggy. It's like crashing immediately. I don't know. I haven't tried it. I don't want to crash the game. So yeah, that's back though. Try at your own risk, guys. All right, so we pulled out of that. It went through the mud. It did that pretty good. Not too bad of a mod. I kind of like it. But definitely the 110 impressed me the most today. So guys, that's the big patch update, the big bug fixes that they fixed. It seems like they fixed for some, maybe they didn't fix for everybody. This seems like the way that some of these games are going lately. They try to fix something and they end up breaking it more so. And that's the mods that we had today, 3 of them. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope you guys' game isn't broke with the new patch. If it is, man, I'm sorry about that. I hope they fix it really soon and they acknowledge it. So I hope you all have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching. If you liked it, hit the like, subscribe if you're not already subscribed, and we'll see you next time.